Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Lucifer. This is episode 11 of season 5. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the series so far. The first 2 episodes of the second part of season 5 have been uploaded. Actually, the whole of season 5 is on the channel. You can go back and enjoy. I'd like to thank all the support on the first 2 videos that we recently posted. You know, the support's been great. It's had a lot of views. It's very surprising, so thank you so much. If you would like to watch the full episode, it's going to be in the description below for the Patreon. You can go on there. It is free. Just click that link. You can go and watch the full episode and enjoy it. Thanks so much for your support. To recap the last episode, man, that was one of my best Lucifer episodes that we've had. Do you know why? Because it was so unexpected. They pulled it off so well. It can either go 2 ways. It can go absolutely amazing or absolutely dreadful, you know, because we tune in not knowing what we're going to get. And then it starts, boom, song after song after song. And it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but it is definitely mine. You know, I absolutely loved it. I think they pulled it off to the absolute T. It was great. The songs in it was amazing. It fit perfectly with the storyline. They changed some of the words as well. Lucifer was trying to establish a relationship with his dad. That's what he was trying to do. You know, in the episode before, he told him to leave him. He wishes that he never has to speak to him again. He wishes that he just leaves him alone. Well, in this episode, after speaking with Chloe and interviewing some kid that they thought was a murder suspect, and seeing how his mum was kind of controlling him, that they had a conversation, and she was saying maybe they can work together, talk it out, rekindle the relationship between them. So that is what Lucifer tried to do, you know. He went to his dad. He said, look, you can stay here, you can stay in my bed. Don't use my loofah, you know, I've got your own, you know, if you use in the bath, which is hilarious. And his dad started to come along with him to his work, you know. He was asking him, where's his throne? Lucifer was like, look, we don't have thrones down here, Dad. And he was like, well, where's your desk? He's like, I don't have a desk. And he said, well, what are you? He's like, I'm a consultant, you know, it's funny. And then they went and introduced him to Dan. Told him that obviously he's God. Dan bent the knee, you know, he's holding his arm up, which is hilarious. And then God was saying, I've seen that you've met my wife before, because obviously Dan went out with Lucifer's mum, kind of, you know, a little bit. As Amenadiel said, they kind of crossed over in the middle of a crossover, and Dan was laughing. He was saying, well, he was laughing scared. He was saying, mate, I'm definitely going to hell. And then he busted out some sick dance moves. Dan, honestly, he was proper going for it. I loved it. And Lucifer's dad as well, he was just bopping around in the bar. Lucifer's like, this karaoke has got to stop, mate. It has got to. Not for me, I loved it. We carried on later down the line. We had a Amenadiel. He was rapping me in just the 2 of us. It was so good. Amenadiel was spitting bars. I just thought it was a great episode, me. Again, we got the Lucifer, Chloe kind of breaking up, little Sitcher scenario. He was attacked. Well, the killer tried to attack them, and he put his arm out the way, ended up burning his suit, but it didn't actually hurt Lucifer. As we know, usually when he's around Chloe, he's vulnerable around her, where it didn't look like it this time. So maybe, I don't know, he's losing some of his connection to her, because obviously the connection with his dad is affecting the connection with Chloe. I do like how the fact that Chloe stood up to God as well, told him instantly. She didn't even, when she found out it was God, she wasn't like, oh my God, it's God. She walked straight up to him, was like, you're a terrible dad. You know, I understand you've had all this pressure and you've been doing stuff, but I'm a mum, I'm a working mum, I've got all these things, and I'm still a great mum to my kids. So I actually enjoyed that. And then obviously we just finished off the episode with God telling him that he doesn't really think that he can control his powers anymore. You know, he thinks he's losing them. I don't think he means he's losing them as in he's not going to have any powers anymore. I think he means it as in, like, he's just doing random stuff all the time. He's got no physical control of what actions are happening. So maybe that poses a question that, are we going to get somebody else take over? Who's going to take over hell? You know, it's not got a warden yet. Lucifer did ask it in the first episode, the dinner party, and he said, you know, he doesn't need to know right now. So we've not got a warden of hell, and we haven't got a person guarding the Silver City. So maybe we're going to get one of the bros that take over. That will be interesting. But that is going to be the introduction wrapped up. Hopefully, guys, enjoyed today's episode. Please smash a like on the button if you do enjoy today's video. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for clicking on my video. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Are you positive you're ready?
Yeah.
Back down no matter what nefarious mind games he tries to play, because we need to present
A united front.
He was just here.
Have you seen a rather large, attractive gentleman?
You mean the plumber?
Excuse me.
Dad, what are you doing?
We need to speak to you about something very serious. Lucifer tells me that your powers have been acting up.
Pass me that 3-ace socket wrench.
still doing here anyway? I mean, you've had your granddad time with Charlie. Shouldn't you be off somewhere until, I don't know, his first communion? Just take a rest, please. It must be the 7th day somewhere. Oh, and some of us have now got to go to work. You and I will have to discuss this later.
I look forward to it, son.
Didn't expect to end up here, did you? One minute you're breaking the rules, and the next you're in a police cruiser using official police equipment to lock a defenseless child to a lunch table?
I was just doing what you do, locking up the bad guy.
Because you've been suspended.
I'm being brave, Mom. Like you are. I'm sorry I made you leave work and get stuck with me all day.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's potty trained and has never once tried to rip my earrings out. This'll be fun.
You're never late. Was it something I said or did?
I'm dealing with some family stuff.
Oh, family. Can't live with them, no longer have the tools to banish them to an alternate universe. No, 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 Moses wouldn't want this much FaceTime.
God, listen, I'm sorry that I slept with your wife. I didn't know she was married at the time, I swear to. Could you see Charlotte and me when we were...
No need to worry, Daniel. Everything is as it should be.
I'm good. Yeah, maybe we should.
Oh, what the hell? Is it a vision? Obviously. He's gonna drive Dan crazy.
Exploded a man.
It looks perfectly fine to me. No harm, no foul.
Time freeze again while I wasn't looking.
Actually,
I
believe
like
something
that.
far more miraculous may have happened. My father might have listened to me.
Do you know what, right? I thought that vision of Dan exploding, he got inside Dan's head, you know, he was holding his hand and he just made a vision to scare him and then obviously like brought him back into reality, but apparently he did actually blow him up and then I guess reverse time or like changed it instantly. That was interesting. I kind of like the little jealousy God thing with Dan, because Dan's always panicky around him, isn't he? He's proper shit in it, and like God's always like doing stuff to him as a consequence of like his actions when he had Charlotte. So I think it's quite funny with the dynamic they've got going on.
Are you prepared to meet your maker? Just got rid of him, thank you.
Just a single injection spot at the hairline with enough bruising to indicate a struggle. I mean, whoever dumped this body here wanted it to be mistaken for an accidental death. Albert Walcott. I ran the prints 3 times just to be sure this is definitely him.
Who's Albert Walcott?
Former heavyweight champion of the world, 3 years running.
The fight's brutal. Almighty, taking hit after hit after hit. Bam! Almighty's Clemson with an uppercut.
And goes down on the canvas, it's a knockout. But just to be clear, none of that jogged your memory?
Nope. Always thought he'd make a comeback. Instead, he got the final TKO.
Of course you're still here, selfishly putting all of humanity in danger.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Lucifer. I made myself human.
Oh, what? Ah! Did anyone notice that he was stood behind the barrier, and then when he said he made himself human, he was stood in front of the barrier? That was interesting.
Your old man is just a regular dude.
And why would you think it's a good idea to become a regular dude?
I realized you were right.
Now, I would love to capture the moment for posterity.
Clearly learning, grown a great deal in your time on Earth. It's like to be a party to that knowledge. Lucifer, are you still there?
Regretfully, yes.
Did you know that when humans close their eyes, they can't see anything?
I did.
I mean, total darkness. But you open these babies and bam, let there be light.
Actually, now that your dad is here, maybe he can help. You are all-seeing and all-knowing. Who done it?
I made myself human. Isn't that exciting?
Anyway, we've got a murder to solve, so what say we regroup at the precinct?
We can do all the things you kids normally do, but together, with me.
Oh, she don't know who he is.
New lab tech?
Miss Lopez, this is my father.
So amazing to meet you.
And I just want to thank you for all the support. It hasn't gone unnoticed.
That smell good.
My head is on fire.
Brain freeze. We've all been there, big guy. Just give it a second. It'll go away.
Big guy.
Anything in his talk screen?
Yeah, a boatload of the drug that killed him. Some sort of synthetic stimulant.
Oh my.
Stop drinking it so fast.
It's not that. I think I need to, you know.
Gone silent.
Oh, if it appears I need to take my billion-year-old father to the little boy's room. Come on.
Who would have thought, right, when God come down, this is what we was getting, not me. I'm actually enjoying it. I thought that he'd come in and probably, like, boss them all around and, like, you know, stamp his authority down, and he's just like a chirpy old man, you know what I think? Like, he's literally just like a granddad, and you've got to take care of him and bring him around. I'm actually loving it. Like, he's totally different to what I expected, honestly. I didn't know what I was going to get, but I'm actually really loving this side of it. It's made more of a comical side. I thought it was going to get a serious side, and it's more of a comedy. I'm enjoying it.
God is not gonna kill you. He'll just wait till you die and torture you. I am breathing healing energy.
Oh, amazing.
I see you're handling this celestial stuff like a champ.
What's hell like?
Oh, hell is awesome. Begging for the sweet release of a death that will never come. Oh, you mean for you?
She was well turned on.
Hell's gonna suck, bro.
He suffered a cardiac event in his dressing room after a match.
No, I have literally no idea what she's gonna say next.
He fell into a depression and stopped showing up for his appointments. In fact, the last time any of us here saw him, he was trying to steal drugs.
So the internet was right.
It's a drug our forensics team didn't recognize. Have you seen anything like that before?
It's colloquially known as YSD. It's very exclusive.
Can you tell me what this drug looks like?
Well, I've only seen it in person once. Small and pink.
Cherry blossom, flamingo. I did outdo myself with the colors.
That's the pill. How did you acquire that?
Thank you, Dr. Porter. You've been very helpful.
There's only one dealer who carries them in town at present, the Colonel.
Well, let's arrange a buy. We'll set up a sting and we'll shake down this Colonel.
We're dropping you off at the penthouse on the way.
Guys all mic'd up.
How sick would it be to be them?
And by our guy, I mean Lucifer.
Lucifer's invincible now, so could go wrong.
Oh, that's tight.
We're just getting to know your charming associate.
Look at that wave. So Lucifer is invincible now, but I'm assuming the dad is not invincible, so Lucifer's got to protect him, be on his best behaviour, etc. Or is his dad... Yeah, he said that he's took his powers away, but can he just click them back on and off as he pleases?
If you want to understand you, I have to experience the full breadth of earthly existence.
You're Lucifer's father?
Oh, did I fail to mention that?
The apple fell a ways from the tree.
Oh, I like that.
Right, here's your money. Please hand over the drugs.
Stoltz, go get the product.
Maybe military school isn't the answer for Trixie. You know, to get her back on the straight and narrow. But aren't you afraid of it? I mean, it's all real, Chloe. God, the devil, it's real. You know, I want to nudge Trixie in the right direction before it's too late.
You are a great dad. Trixie's a great kid. Just having a tween moment.
Oh, and BT Dubs, you can't trick me into talking about my feelings.
But I don't have to trick you. I can just look at your actions. Well, sometimes when we're really upset with someone we love, when we try to stuff those feelings down too far, we may wind up lashing out at someone else.
Did have denial. How would I cure it?
I'd look deep down inside my heart, find out who I was really mad at.
Even if it might hurt them?
Even if it might hurt them.
Do you know what, right? Just listening to that conversation with Linda. Imagine dating somebody who's a therapist. They'd literally analyse everything that you did. You would not be able to lie to them, would you? They'd be all over it. And every situation, they'd be like, are you sad? Are you happy? Are you mad at? You know, like... it would get on my nerves. Not the person, but being like, I'd be on edge all the time. Like if I was being proper judged.
You know how underrepresented women are in the upper echelons of the drug trade. You should be grateful. Your dad is so supportive.
I never had to support you, son. All by himself. Established a thriving nightclub. Look how well you're handling this sting.
Oh, what an idiot.
Everything's gonna be okay. Right? Lucifer can flatten bullets. And God, well, he's God.
All right, Dad. Time to get your powers back.
But I'm sure everything will turn out just fine.
That's what you said about the bloody dinosaurs.
Yeah, take that tone with me. As I stare down at that weapon, I'm feeling something entirely new.
Regretful, ridiculous.
Oh.
Ow!
They're all dead, mate. Go on, Lucifer.
Place hands on my father.
Looks sick, doesn't it?
There's no need for violence.
They were going to kill you.
They were, weren't they?
Are they okay? What happened?
Excuse us. Dad and I have an errand to attend to. You can puff the pain away yourself because we are getting your powers back right now. Where are they?
Can't
I
remember.
don't remember.
Where are your powers?
I really don't remember. But I'm sure I left them somewhere safe.
What if something happens to you? Does the universe collapse into nothingness?
It's a good question.
Why did you choose that face? Deep down, that face is how you see yourself.
Oh, she's mad at
What are
him.
you doing here?
Inside my heart, like Dr. Linda said, your hair is stupid and your jokes are immature.
Hair is majestic and you know it.
You're supposed to be responsible.
Oh, are they? Come on, Dad. We are returning this miniature hooligan to her father.
I love them two, Trixie and Lucifer together. I'm amazed.
Colonel, we have you on the hook for good old-fashioned murder. So Albert Almighty Walcott was injected with YSD.
I wasn't scared when your partner choked me unconscious. And I sure as hell am not scared of your half-baked accusations.
Your mom was a 4-star general. Bet she'd be real disappointed to see her legacy going up in smoke. But why don't we call General Mom and see what she thinks? That to be a good soldier, you always had to be strong.
I think I might know who gave Almighty the YSD.
But I wonder, right, this is my question. The drug that she's got there, it's not made illegal yet. That's what she said. And so she sold it to somebody and then that's caused a death. Now, would she be complicit in the death because she's the provider of the drug? But then, as I said, the drug's not illegal, so has she done something wrong? You know, I'm just trying to figure that out. Like, as to me, I would say that she's a complicit in the murder. She's provided something that's caused a death, even if the government haven't, you know, said that it's an illegal substance. So, yeah, maybe you guys know that. Like, quite a lot of people are very educated in the comments. You always tell me and educate me. So I would like to know if that is right. Would she be complicit in the murder, even though the substance is not banned yet?
If he wasn't invincible, I would rip his stupid guts out. For a second, Michael had me believing that I could be something else. I'll never be more than this.
Lucy called me and asked me to take care of our father.
What could he possibly need?
Well, he's passed out drunk in the penthouse because he decided to make himself human.
Tell him there are no hard feelings about the whole soul thing.
I think he would really appreciate that. Owning up to your mistake shows real emotional maturity.
Yep.
Went to find Powers. XO.
Any idea where he may have gone?
Ah, amazing, interesting. Diablo, that was one of the episodes, wasn't it?
Busy, go away.
Any nautical orgy?
No new clients at this time. Damn, kid has so much potential. Naturally gifted, always put in the work. Could have been one of the greats.
Right, let's speed things along, shall we? Tell me, Christoph, what is it you desire?
More YSD. They call me every hour of the day and night. Show up at my home.
You got tired of babysitting them?
Damn right I did. You know who doesn't need babysitting? This guy.
Absolutely, but what does any of this have to do with YSD?
I know it's safe because I take it myself, steady as the hands. I've never give Almighty any drug. His body was a temple. No alcohol, no coffee, not so much as an aspirin.
That's interesting, isn't it? That is actually interesting.
2 doors. So the one on the left is the pharmacy, the one at the end of the hall.
Records room?
Yeah.
My father has gone missing.
God, has gone missing?
Oh, no, I'm sure he'll be fine. He's probably gone to that donut shop that he likes.
Oh.
Oh.
I just...
Oh, that's awkward.
Oh.
Sorry.
They don't know where they stand. Just fucking run off.
Yes.
Oh, Maze has found him.
Oh, what a lovely surprise.
Oh, shucks.
It's a beautiful day to operate. Scalpel.
Dr. Porter,
I'm about to perform an extremely delicate surgery, Detective.
your records, and I saw them. It confirmed what Almighty thought all along. You had botched other surgeries just like you botched his.
I know what it's like to have people depending on you.
To feel like you always have to be the strong one or else everything will fall apart. The YSD, it helps you conceal your weakness. You're not okay, doctor. Pretending that you are is only hurting the ones that depend on you. Just put down the scalpel.
Do you know what? That must be so hard for a doctor in terms of you've trained all your life, haven't you? Like gone to uni, you've studied so hard, like you've got to be so intelligent, it takes a lot of effort, literally so long. When does it come to the point where you've got to say to yourself, right, that's it, I've got to call it a day, you know, like my own abilities, my own health is affecting possibly other people that I'm trying to save, you know, that must be a solid day for a doctor. I guess every single one of them has to come to that point at one time, but it must be so hard.
Why are you running away?
I've been having trouble lately, getting confused, losing things. I think I may have really messed up.
I guess everyone makes mistakes, even grown-ups.
What a wise observation.
I realized I'm mad at Lucifer. I had denial. But then he just ran off to Florida for months, and he didn't even say goodbye. I don't know what he's doing now. I know it's making my mom really sad.
Some of the ways he acts, I think they may be my fault. Looking back at how I raised Lucifer, I'm not sure I got it all right.
Look at her, May's got a heart, you know, she's got a soul.
I think it's time to go home.
That's why he's put them.
You're a genius.
Ah, I like President Power, he's sick.
Not a
donut shop, the zoo, all the gas and grub.
He's our father, all right? God Almighty. And you really should start showing him a little bit more respect.
Somewhere lost and alone and afraid.
Who's afraid?
You can't just run off like that. Do you have any idea what you put us through?
Starting to think I do, actually. Well, I have remembered where I put my powers yet. I knew it would be safe with family.
That's sick, that, isn't it?
What just happened?
Rough day?
Couldn't kill God. You?
God killed me. We're gonna need more drinks.
Thank you for not killing me,
Didn't want Trixie to see that kind of violence.
Nazakin. You chose not to kill me. The funny thing about miracles is they happen every day. Angel has a child with a human. Devil can fall in love. We can all grow.
But a demon can't grow a soul.
You don't need to go one, you've got one, innit? I liked that.
You know what? I slept with your wife. And I can't change that. Turn me into a pillar of salt. Whatever you do.
The truth is, I wasn't the best husband. And I'm grateful she found someone to give her the love she deserved.
Dan's a good guy, he did treat her really well.
There are some things that we need to talk about.
I learned today that grown-ups make mistakes too. I forgive you.
But it's important that we own up to our mistakes when we make them. I really should realize that you're not a little kid anymore. Smart.
I can tell you're sad, Mom. Happens to the best of us.
Yes.
She's a quick learner.
You're right. But I think now maybe the best thing that I can do, let you in.
You're upset about Lucifer.
Things between Lucifer and me, they are a little up in the air right now. If he and I are gonna try and figure this out, I have to tell him my real feelings. And I'm sure it's scary for you too, right? Me and your dad will always be your parents.
We need to talk.
Father, what is it?
Lucifer was right.
Twice in 1 millennium. Well, wonders never cease.
The truth is, I've been slipping for quite a while. Guess you get your denial from your father.
What denial?
Just keep this between the three of us for now. Time for me to retire.
Oh, I said it, didn't I, at the start of the episode?
Dad.
Oh, he's gone. We're just going to take lead out of these. I mean, Michael's what I'll take it. Oh, it's finished. And that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully, guys enjoyed it. This was an interesting one in terms of the God situation. So we did raise a question at the start. Maybe all this going on, it's God's time to step down. You know, someone else is going to rule the Silver City. And we still need the question of who's going to rule hell. I think Mazakin would be a good one to rule hell. But she's evolved so much as a character that she has got a soul. No matter what, like they were saying, I do enjoy in this episode. Like, so if we go back to the dinner party, he said, "Look, I can't give you what you want," and she's like, "Can't or won't," and he's like, "You're just perfect. You're just the way you are, you know." And we've seen it in the last 3 episodes. She keeps referring to it. "Oh, you're perfect. You're perfect." And when she's saying it, she's like crying, so to speak. And she could have took God out multiple times this episode. Like you said, you was tailing me for ages before I even met Trixie, you know, like, and you chose not to do it. Do you know why? Because you evolved and you progressed and you're a better person, you know. You decided that you're not going to kill me. And it's true. I think, I was saying as well, I think when he said that, I said it's because you've got a heart now that you actually care, you know. She's got a sick relationship with Linda, you know. She's got a good relationship with Trixie. No matter what she says, yeah. She's friends with Amenadiel and she hardcore loves Eve, you know. So somebody like that who actually has got all these feelings for every single person has definitely got a soul. Because we've seen the people from hell when they've come up, you know, and they've not got a soul. They don't care about anything, just attacking people, dragging them down, torturing them. Where Mazakin, you know, she'll do whatever it takes to help her friends, and I really do like her as a character. She gets on well with Ella. They got a good banter. Speaking of Ella, I enjoyed the fact that she met God today. I cannot wait, right, for her to find out that Lucifer is the devil and that is God. Now, I kind of think that she might react badly to it, just the way well, Dan, you know, he didn't take it well at the start, did he? When he first found out, he was crapping it. And I think Ella might be the same, but I don't know, because she has got faith in God no matter what happens to her. We've seen it multiple times, even when she's down in the dumps and she's saying, "Where's the big man? You know, why have you not helping me out?" She's still got a faith and put it in him. I'm sure she wears a cross around her neck as well. And he was saying, "Look, I want to thank you." He actually said, didn't he? "I want to thank you for all the positive words that you've been giving me, you know, it's not gone unnoticed." That is a good little line. That's for us as the viewers. She has no idea what's going on there, but I do enjoy that. We've got some more tricks there. Her relationships are great, in my personal opinion, when she blends with Lucifer and gets along with Maze. Hopefully we can see some of that further down in the rest of the seasons. But what I do like is the fact that Linda was telling her, you know, all this anger that you've got, you may be lashing out at other people and not to the person that you truly want to express your feelings for. And what you need to do is you need to look in your heart, find out who it is, and speak to them and tell them, you know, they're the reason, they're your anger, you know, what's making you angry, they're the problems, and that's the only way you can deal with it. And you know what, that is facts. You know, I'm no therapist and I've never been, but that is total facts. You know, sometimes, like, you can see, if we go to the Vampire Diaries that we're currently watching, Stefan, you know, he was locked in a box and he was having panic attacks, and he was blaming all the pain of his past, or all the pain of his current situation, his PTSD, on this box and someone putting him in it. And in fact, he was actually angry at Damon and Elena. You know, he was resenting somebody else, but pushing his anger in a different direction. So that is so true. So I like the fact that she went to Lucifer, told him how she feels, and then she went and had the conversation with her mum at the end there, saying that, you know, I know it's about Lucifer, and I know that you're hurting, and I really want them to be together. Chloe said to her, look, I'm going to have to tell him how I feel, and I'm just going to lay it all out on the line. You know, we need to decide where we're going from here. Are we going to say what we want, express it, and try and move forward? Or are we just going to sit and be a little bit awkward? Because we've seen they went in for a kiss 2 times and they both kissed each other's cheeks, done an awkward hug. But I think they're a great couple, me, and I think that they... you know what, I would love that. Imagine even season 6, right, at the end we get a Lucifer and Chloe wedding to end it out, and they go off into the Silver City. That would be a good ending. I would love that. But God's got his powers back now. He said that it's time for him to retire. I would actually love that, you know. Give one of these brothers the keys to the city. Get him down here as a granddad with mighty old powers. He seems a happy, chirpy guy. President Palmer, I don't know his name. That's what I know him as because I've watched 24. His voice is so calm. I think, like, he's so calm, collective, and nice dude. He reminds me of a proper granddad, and he's sick, he's wise as well. He has got some words of wisdom. I do enjoy his assessments of situations. So now I'm waiting for Michael or Michael, whatever they want to call him. I liked the way they called him that in the dinner party. Get him in next episode when he finds out that God's wanting to retire. Let him try to stake his claim to the throne, and let's have a good old brother off, you know, a couple of fighting, couple of squaring up, bit of action. That's what we like to see. But I did enjoy today's episode, and I said it, I keep saying it multiple times, but let's get Eve back into it now. You seen how happy Maze was when she found out that she had a soul, or she's possibly getting one. I think she's got one. She's evolved as a character, she's evolved as a person, and she has got one. That is the reason why she's got all these emotions, because she's evolved and actually created one and gained one inside of herself. So let's get Eve in, let's get them together, let's get them happy. And Dan as well, his acting's pretty good this season. He's acting scared in a lot of situations, and I liked how God actually said, you know, I can't be mad at what my ex-wife decided to do. At least I wasn't the greatest of husband, and I'm happy that she found love in somebody. And you know what, their relationship was great, and her death was absolutely brutal. And I love the fact that she was took up into heaven with was it a Menadil that flew her off. It was absolutely perfect and heartbreaking at the same time. But that is where we currently are. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please smash a like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.